morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and welcome to NerdTube. And it's time to do a fan film reaction. I'm with my usual partners in crime, cousin Cheeto. How you doing?
I'm here. I'm ready for some Indy.
And Gary, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing okay. How you doing?
Fantastic. Thank you very much for asking. And you already heard from Mr. Cousin Cheeto himself. We are doing an Indiana Jones fan film. To be more precise, the name of the film is called Indiana Jones and the Raider of the King's Tomb. It is just over 15 minutes long and it's made by Big Jack Films. They have just under 20,000 subscribers, but unfortunately, this film has only got less than 2,000 views in the last 5 months of its release, and it came out 5 months ago. So, regardless of how we feel about it, these guys put in a lot of work. So, give them some love. We'll leave a link in the description box below regarding their YouTube channel. Subscribe to them as we do. And let's hope this is as good as we anticipate it to be because I'm a big Indiana Jones fan. Are you guys ready?
Are you ready?
Let's rock and roll.
The following fan film is part of a massive storyline for 17 of the Black Jack Films reviews. We would advise watching the story compilation videos before viewing the film, despite standing.
This is causing me some foreboding. But carry on. Sorry.
The following is an unofficial fan film produced independently. Indiana Jones IP is owned by LucasArts Ltd., Paramount Pictures, and Walt Disney Company. Tomb Raider IP is.
Idos.
Oh, is this the Tomb Raider crossover one we talked about?
Yes.
Gary? Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is Indian Tomb Raider actually.
By the way, I like a lot of homage to Lucas films there. Argentina, South America. You guys hear it, yeah?
Yes.
No, it's Argentina, Texas.
Big Jack Films.
I'm walking around in the woods in my khakis.
That hat seems very cowboyish, by the way. Still looking for Rosa. Fair enough.
I think this could be another The House of Monsters comes through us again.
Ooh, Natasha Day.
That's Lisa Day, sir.
Several of these indie films we've reviewed, they love starting off in the forest, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's supposed to be South America. There's a lot of forests in South America.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, look at that.
Just sitting out there in the middle of nowhere.
Looks like a sword sheath.
A dollar store sword sheath.
Those are worth 12.
I was gonna leave it there. I'm gonna just leave it there.
Like, you should, like, dirty it up or something.
Oh, yeah.
That's
a very revealing
Is that a napkin? Oh, here we go.
Oh, there's Lara Croft.
I was in the back of my relatives.
I mean, they're all for the ass shots in this, apparently.
And we've got the crotch shots as well. Mate, you need to grow some more 5 o'clock channel.
Looks like Edward Norton Jones.
I don't know, like he's acting like he's like hiding or approaching someone.
It's like Indiana Jones has been recasted as Benedict Cumberbatch. Like what?
Yeah. It's a rock, yeah.
It's a rock with a face.
Oh, another rock. Oh, there's got a face in it. Okay, I get it.
That's supposed to be school, I think.
Where is it? I know it's here.
Oh wow.
Who sent you?
Listen, Bogart. I've got a date with the gold mine here. Now, whoever sent me told me to be cautious and shoot any obstacles.
I didn't know that Laura Croft had a red head.
That's a terrible shot. This should be a fucking stormtrooper. Alright. I'm gonna give him time to whip that shit.
Why not just shoot him?
Nobody said anything about picking up chicks along the way.
No one said anything about a scruffy-looking trekker with a whip handy. I was hired to find an ancient artifact near this mountain, and I am not leaving here without it.
That artifact you're looking for is the King's Gauntlet. It's not something any museum that hired you can keep safe. It's being handed over to a military operation, which means it's not something man was meant to disturb. So I can't let you get in my way.
Museum? I was hired by some kid off-grid.
Some kid? Did he be an insignia like this?
Oh my god. I could have killed you.
Darling, I doubt it. But it looks like we're working for the
looks
same
like
guy.
he drew it on the refrigerator, so I mean...
Plus a bonus.
If we make it back, yeah. My guess is you were the backup plan.
How much for the clues you've got?
Not for sale.
Everyone's got a price. What's in it for you?
Keep cocky kids like you from treating them like toys. From what I've gathered, the gauntlet ain't from this Earth, but a space between spaces.
A multiverse item.
Oh boy, more aliens.
You've done your homework.
No, don't do multiverse.
Sweetheart, I've seen a lot of stuff in my days. Arcs, idols, grails, extraterrestrials.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't
Something about
expecting
this
that
one.
much hair under that hat.
Snaps.
If you think extraterrestrial, that means 15 and 16 and 17.
Let's get in there before this monster ends.
The section is kind of okay.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it. Do you have a light?
I got a gun.
Ouch.
The nose for a box of the future.
It sounded like fucking the Iron Man.
Hold on, you
I don't know, it sounded like Ghostbusters. It sounded like Ghostbusters.
You didn't wearing shorts in the middle of the jungle.
Just because we're in the middle of nowhere doesn't mean I can't look good.
Kids.
But she's in the dark wearing sunglasses. Fair enough. Oh, yes. I love it. I love it.
That's strange.
Yeah. Normally, this is the part where we look for traps. Either somebody set them off and made way with whatever value's inside, or
This temple's very old. These traps aren't. Someone's put the gauntlet here recently. Keep those cannons loaded.
your pistol cocked.
People have soldiers here.
Oh, Tina's jokes are funny.
Wasn't
An old water
expecting what
park.
to do with Stevenson's treasure island.
More like the story of King Midas. Look.
It's the wooden stairs of doom.
Oh, the
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I understand why they called him the king. Gauntlet was the only thing that made him real in this place.
You know,
I
my
hate the
first...
King's Gauntlet. The kid said it was a good 7 to 8 feet tall. This is something way more advanced. Wait here.
When they said the gauntlet, that was
Your
my first
lord.
thought. I didn't actually think
Your tomb. I'm not raiding it.
Oh my god.
It is encouraging, 10 out of 10. So.
Hurry it up, Doc. That high five isn't going to hold up for very long.
Here we go. Those stairs look dangerous. You might get a splinter.
Oh, they're doing the idol scene from the first movie. You got a bag of sand to replace that with?
Thanos might come over and get you.
Look at the size of that glove, man.
grab it.
Oh my god, really?
This wasn't part of the deal.
You're in the fine print too easily, honey. I've dealt with this kind of stuff before. You're not the only one.
This video is sponsored by Spirit Halloween.
My experience was is nothing but a day count of unwholesome.
Never tell me the odds. This whip gets more cracks than those pistols of yours.
Game on.
It's like Lord of the Rings. Jason the Argonauts and all of that.
Welcome to the club, Proctor.
Shit, I'm almost out of ammo. You got any bright ideas, Gramps?
I need a minute to think.
We don't have a minute.
How many of these things you put down with those pea shooters, kid?
15.
15? No way.
Yes, way.
Done!
I love that. Nice homage.
You're welcome.
Army of the Deadpool, that's dead.
Oh, these things are not aliens.
That's the end level.
This is turning to a lovely turn of events.
Step away from the gauntlet. You have no idea what that thing holds.
I'll get it.
I believe I do. Back to the city, my foul pits. Master awaits us. Leave these mortals to their fate.
Now this I know is in the deal.
If I don't have to tell you to run,
Wait, we just run out the way we came in? Okay.
you'll fumble.
We have to move. Something tells me that gauntlet wasn't supposed to be taken. Go! Go!
Thanos doesn't show up already.
Take a breath.
Those creatures were here before. They followed us.
Yeah. And we led them right to it. Miss Croft, do you believe in the old Norse gods?
Theory of their existence? So.
The guy who took the glove had all the markings of the god of mischief.
Loki. That's impossible.
In my experience, there's no such thing as impossible. You should know that, buddy.
We should warn the kid who's paying us. Something tells me that he knows something we don't.
Or vice versa. If he doesn't know about Loki, he's gonna need all the help he can get.
Did you have any clues for getting to him, Sherlock?
Zero at maybe one.
Oh god.
The multiverse portal.
I've always wondered about the space between spaces. You in?
It's another adventure.
Oh boy. Man, turn it down, man, before we get copyrighted, which I'm pretty sure we have.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Like,
Let's make sure there's not. Oh, there's something. There's something. hell is that?
Red Skull.
Well,
Inform the commanders of the Magi.
I told you.
The creature's presence has plagued off worlds. He serves another master.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh no, maybe not.
Okay, time to find this gauntlet.
Oh god.
Oh, come on!
I was thinking to myself about Nathan Drake, but I didn't want to mention it just in case.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, a lot to unpack here. Cheeto, let's start with you.
What the hell did we just watch? I is this is like a fever dream of like somebody who likes Lara Croft, Indiana Jones, and like Marvel stuff. You know, like I don't know what to make of it. I thought
Star Wars references as well.
yeah.
Don't tell me the odds and all that shit.
Yeah, this is a very mixed bag for me. Like I thought, like for what it was, I thought it was fun, stupid. You know what I mean? Not like fun bad. It was like fun, stupid. And as I said, I don't care that much about Indiana Jones to be offended by this because I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, like it is what it is. You know, the references were funny sometimes. When they showed up in the actual, like my first thought was the gauntlet. I'm like, oh, it's the Infinity Gauntlet. It's a joke. And then they got there and I'm like, oh, it actually is. So this one's a kind of a mixed bag for me. So I'm going to turn it over to Bossman. Also, just there were some inconsistencies in the filming. I mean, and if this is what they say, season 7. Like y'all should have honed your craft by now. You know, like they said.
Not season 7, but really like the 7th movie, or there's some stuff that's happened before this, and all of that.
I mean, from a filmography standpoint, I mean,
it feels standalone-ish though. It felt standalone-ish enough.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Nathan Drake at the end was that was like the worst Nathan Drake. Like the guy that played Indiana Jones should have played Nathan Drake just. With like he looked more Nathan Drake than the guy that jumped through with the wig on. I thought that was Frank for a second there, with the wig. So. All right, go ahead, boss man.
I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan, so I'm not gonna say this is the worst one ever. It's just like I didn't know if this is a parody or not because there's enough stuff in this that I think it's a parody. Like for example, the horrible Halloween costume skeleton. And the fact that it was the Infinity Gauntlet, and the fact that Lara Croft was Lara Croft in the 90s, not the new Lara Croft. So, I don't know. I'm with you. It's a mixed bag. I mean, there's some good stuff in this. Like, I thought the build-up was great. Like the fact that they were going through the caves and they're building it up. But as soon as Loki turned up, and then it just went too silly. And it was too much. I mean, I'm with you. If this is like the 7th season of God knows how many films, then you should have honed their craft by now. And it's just there's enough bad stuff in this that I'm like, yeah. Again, I don't want to give this too low a mark because part of me thinks this is a parody. But if not, this is going to get a low mark for me, I'm afraid. Summer.
Really? Well, look, I went into this. Hoping that I would get a Indiana Jones fan film because I'm a big Indiana Jones fan. That goes without saying. But I would have to say it started off very generic because I've seen a lot of Indiana Jones fan films that start off the way this one did. But it did become better with the bizarreness. It improved tremendously with how silly it was. And I very much appreciate it for how silly it was. I really did like it. As it went along, with all these surprises and crossovers and all of that, it was a lot better than it should have been, as far as I was concerned. And I look forward to marking it, but I want to hear your marks first. Overall, it's not this was fun to watch. I had a good time. Lara Croft being in there, cool. I thought both of those characters played their roles reasonably well, and I look forward to seeing the second part of all of this. It was a fun time. Yeah, I had a better time than I should. I think because it was just so silly, and it was trying to make me laugh, and it did make me laugh, and I have to appreciate it for that. It was supposed to be comical, and it made me chuckle, and I can't complain if that's the case. Cheeto, what are you going to give this?
I'm gonna give it a 6. As I said, I'm not as big of Indiana Jones fan, so I can't appreciate the parody as much as you do. But as I said, I'm not saying it's terrible. There, as I said, I'm kind of going off of the feel, the kind of like some of the inconsistent filming stuff. Like there were times where like Laura's bag was like off her shoulder, but then there was another, then the very next second it was up on her shoulder. Like I just little things like that. It wasn't breaking of the film, but I think when they saw that Infinity Gauntlet, I knew exactly what we were getting into. And the map is kind of also, I really feel like I think they should have done a little bit of a better job on the map so it didn't look like it was drawn on a napkin. I mean, at least give them like a normal looking map to find the Infinity Gauntlet that's hidden. Like don't have it on like a piece of paper or, like have it on some kind of like old ancient parchment or something like that. Lara Croft was fine. It's the banter between the two of them was okay. The effects were okay for a fan film. I mean, I don't expect perfection out of a fan film. But yeah, a 6. I mean, I'm not going to harp on it too bad. I don't know how many fan films they've had before this. I might give it lower marks if they had like a ton of fan films prior to this. I might give them a little bit of a lower mark just because they've had time to. But I thought they said it's either their 7th video or their 7th season. So it's like, yeah, I did like the effects that they did with the undead though, and the fact they didn't go with the aliens rather than they went with the undead. That was kind of fun. It makes sense with the Soul Stone, stupid stuff like that. But anyway, Bossman. And
no, he's about to lag
Bossman,
out.
you're going in and out, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bossman might be gone in a second. Okay, I'm going to give Bossman a chance to recover. And I'm going to give my mark next. Oh, there he is, Bossman. Quickly give us a mark. 7 out of 10, yeah? Anything else to add? Oh, he's going again. Well, we managed to get the 7 out of him, which is a fair enough response and mark, in my opinion. And I will also give it a 7. I have to say that initially I wasn't like when it comes to the Indiana Jones fan films, like there's 2 ways you can go. You can go down the treasure hunting, or you can go down the Nazi routes. And that's usually one or the other, like fighting some bad guys or trying to find some lost treasure. And to pull that off, in natural settings can be very difficult. But nevertheless, what these guys did pull off was better than I anticipated, and the crossovers and multiverse aspects of it was fun. I was asking the question, how does Lara Croft and Indiana Jones be in the same timeline if they're both, if Indiana Jones needs to light a stick to fucking go around places whilst she has to pull out a fucking torch. I mean, it makes no sense, but after a while I stopped thinking about that because I was just so enamored with all the callbacks and the craziness, like the fucking Infinity Gauntlet and stuff like that, and how they made that whole scene resemble the idol scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then fucking Loki coming in, Nathan Drake, fucking an assassin from Assassin's Creed, like what the fuck? It was a bundle, and we have complained about how sometimes things could be a bit of a mixed bag and be a bit shit. But these were interesting callbacks, and they were just more fan servicey than anything else. And I did laugh, and it was supposed to make me laugh, and it made me laugh. So yeah, 7 before I yabber on any more than I have to. So that's what I'm going to give it. And yeah, please follow these guys because we've given it decent marks. They deserve more views. There's a lot of work. You can see there's a lot of work in this fan film. Give it some love. Leave them a comment. Give them a thumbs up and get this fucking fan film out to the masses for sure. Anything else, guys, fellas, before we shoot off?
Nope, that's it.
All right, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube, the greatest YouTube channel you never heard of. Take care. Bye-bye.